Another Steelbook that was announced for, I think, December the 3rd, but no art has been shown yet, Russ, and you'll know that I'll be excited for this. And that's Kickboxer, baby. Kickboxer, 4K, the follow-up to Bloodsport, where Frank Dukes rides again. I mean, I'm just kidding. It's not the same plot lines, but...
Oh, it wasn't a sequel?
No, but it definitely was...
According to Frank Dukes, it is.
It's definitely one of those movies where when it would come on when I was a kid, I'd be like, oh, wait, is this Bloodsport or Kickboxer? Oh, this is Kickboxer. Okay, I wish it was Bloodsport, but I'm happy anyway. It was always like good. Like it still scratched that same itch. Bloodsport was superior.
Yeah, it's diet Bloodsport.
Kind of, but it still has its moments and it's still a good enough. You know, it's better than some of the other ones that continue to come out after the fact.
Yeah. It's like that meme. It's like, Mom, we have Bloodsport at home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's Kickboxer.
That was very stupid.
Kickboxer is now been announced for 4K coming from LIONSGATE in a Steelbook. So, we're probably going to get, like a little slide down kind of deal. I should have put the art in here, but I forgot. But you remember this came out in a Blu-ray Steelbook for Walmart, like not that long ago. And it was like a neon blue Frank Dukes on the back. It like looked really ugly. I said Frank Dukes. Kurt, what's his name in the movie? Kurt something?
Frank Dukes.
Yeah, just call him Frank Dukes.
That's who he is. Let's do it.
His name's Kurt something in this movie, not Frank. But yeah, he's like
Bolo in it.
No, he's not in it either. So he's neon blue, and I hated that art, but I was glad it was Blu-ray. I hope they don't just take that same steel and like throw
blue. Who associates
I don't know
that color with
not Kickboxer? It's in like Thailand. It looks this color the whole time. It's like orange.
Really?
But what's funny is I actually saw. I don't know if maybe he's a viewer, but when I was looking this up. There's obviously like a whole forum dedicated to this movie and this release and when's it going to come out on bluray.com. And there was someone on there and I forgot to grab his name, but there's someone on there that seemed to have very intimate knowledge of this being released. They were in like some constant contact with the studio. They were like sending some materials they had from this movie or something. They were like this die-hard Kickboxer fan. And I'm like reading along this chain because it goes for a long time. And then finally at the end, it's like they finally confirmed that they are going to be coming out with a 4K thing thanks to, a lot of like back and forth between me and this person. I'm like, this guy for real? Are you out there right now? Are you for real? Did you get Kickboxer 4K greenlit?
I'm going to need all the help I can get.
At the time, like I said, there's no art or anything. But last night, I want to give a shout out to one of our viewers on Instagram. Just goes by the initials AR. And I don't know what your handle is on YouTube, but AR dropped us a DM and said, "Hey, I know Matt's been waiting for Kickboxer 4K. Here's a link to the Amazon pre-order." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I went right to it. And sure enough, it's there. No box art or anything, but it's there. 4K Steelbook is up for pre-order for Kickboxer right now.
Hey, don't let these jerks take your money.
What if it turned out that AR is JCVD?
He's just mass DMing everyone. Pick this up. I'm trying to get more of my titles out in 4K. Lionheart's next.
He's a big fan. Since JCVD, he loves home media.
He does.
He loves home theaters. That's all he does. He kind of let himself go. He just sits back with popcorn and yeah.
One thing that blew my mind recently that I never knew about this movie?
That there were sequels?
No, that Tong Po, who is like the main bad guy of this movie, he's also in Bloodsport.
I want Kung Fu! Give me Kung Fu!
Is he like one of the random dudes that fights?
He's one of the fighters.
Like in a montage?
He's one of the main fighters. He's the guy that gets his leg snapped from Chong Li.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He snaps his leg. It's this guy.
Damn.
That's Tong Po with a full head of hair.
Say his barber hooked him up for Kickboxer.
And that's the thing. I would have because as Tong Po, and you can see him in this basically like he's got a shaved head, but he's got this huge long ponytail that like goes down past his like butt, basically braided ponytail. And then when you see him here, it's like, oh, it's this guy. It's like kind of funny. I don't know.
Like his dad or something.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, but I always thought that was wild, and I just figured that out.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Who out there is excited for Kickboxer? How many people? Lindsay, the producer, give me a check, a vibe check. A lot of Kickboxer love, or not so much? I can't. I'm too afraid to look.
No, it looks like there's a lot of people that like Kickboxer, but perhaps Bloodsport is more of a love.
There we go. Okay.
That's all.
But hey, it's me and HD. So the Kickboxer dance scene is cinematic history. That's all I ever think of when I think of this movie.
Yeah,
I like lost it when he starts dancing. Wasn't he wearing like khaki pants?
Pleated khaki pants. They kind of like are puffy.
Oh, so good.
I mean, I guess they had to be a little puffy so you can move around in them.
That is the one thing. That is the one superior aspect of Kickboxer to Bloodsport.
What? No!
We literally just got a request for Matt to do the young Frank Dukes.
Young Frank Dukes. If we have some request,
we're fans. I've been begging him to like the Carlito. I've been begging him on the side to do this. I even told he was like, "Well, how would that work?" I said, "Dude, we'll just dress you up kind of like what he's, and we'll put a beanie on your head with a propeller, with a propeller, just to make it look extra stupid."
Yeah,
and then I would say, "Dude, just act dumb. Like you don't even have to answer questions. It would be hilarious. You do. It's so good, Matt."
You train him, but you won't train me. Was you not going to call the cops? He says like duck cops.
That's exactly.
Would you not going to call the cops?
It's that line.
You're not gonna call the cops?
I started stomping in excitement.
I know. Is there another line that he does? I can't remember now. How many lines does that kid have? Just those two on repeat?
Just do the cops one. They
want an encore. Just give it to them, babe.
You train him, but you won't train me. I can't keep it together. What, you not going to call the cops?
Oh. Dude, come on.
Does he like slices the brim of his hat off? He's like, what? What, you not going to call the cops?
We're going to make it work. I'm going to get Matt to do this. We're going to make this work. This is going to be a new 4K Kings character.
Who did they?
Carlito needs a friend.
It's like, did they cast like a English speaking boy and then someone dubbed over with like a weird accent that they thought sort of would have sounded like JCVD as a boy? Like, what did they do?
Well, when you do your character research, you let me know.
Right now, we haven't changed.
I want to be sitting next to young Frank Dukes.
I love that scene too, where Frank Dukes and Senzo Tanaka, they're like sitting together and he's like trying to tell him like, you know, now he's an adult and he wants him to train him. And he's like, you always told me to keep an open mind. He's like, you know, they're having that like back and forth. Never stick to one style. Always have an open mind. You are not Japanese. You are not the Tanaka.
All right,
he's all pissed off.
I take it back. I just want you to do a reenactment of the whole movie.
The whole damn movie.
Yeah, I want like Eddie Murphy, the clumps. I want you to be every character. All right, I want you to, and I'll film it, and we'll put it on a Patreon. Oh, come on. From the star of Zombie Army, a one-man performance of Bloodsport.
I'm gonna make sure you guys give it your best.
Click zoom in to honor you, Shidoshi. And then you look over, what the hell is a dim Mac? And then I'm like in a new costume. Death touch.
No, my cameo will just be okay, USA.
Okay, USA.
That's all I'll do. I'll walk off, and you do the rest of the movie.
Frankie.
I play the okay USA guy. You play every other. You fight yourself. We'll edit it to make it look real. I'd pay so much money to watch that, man.
Next time, try to keep your clothes on.
You even have to play the love interest.
Any place, I'll be there.
You have to play the reporter chick.
I love you, my friend. You guys are out of your minds.
Damn, you can do a good one of her.
It's like that same scene.
Thanks, guys.
Well, he got us again. He's like, yo, guys, you coming or what?
Forrest Whitaker.
Gotta do the credits. The fight is ready. Your heart's on fire. All right, this is off the rails. Moving along. Kickboxer, we're clearly excited. Hope everyone else is excited out there for our remake of Bloodsport coming to a theater near you.
I don't want any fucking part of it.